Well, we're here on the north side of Memorial Stadium. It's a lovely summer morning. We're looking at an area here that we renovated last year. We added some new chokeberry and we've added some perennial grasses and some perennial flowers. And now we're getting ready to prepare and plant some annuals. So the first thing that we want to do when we come in is add a couple inches of compost. We're going to till this into the area, and you would do this whether it's a perennial bed or an annual flower bed. And adding the compost, especially to our heavier clay soils, will enable the roots to really do their thing, get in there, get themselves well established. You'll be much happier with the performance of your plants. So we'll do that, and then we'll bring in our annuals. And again, we talk about right plant, right place. Same sort of thing here. Talk to your garden center professional to make sure you select a plant that kind of lines up with the amount of maintenance that you want to give it. How much tinkering and tender care do you want to give that plant? Is it something you like to come out and fuss with and kind of garden with, or is it something that you really want to plant and forget? So that's an important part of this whole component. So the plants that we're going to put into these newly prepared beds will be, we have a mix of red and white vinca that have done very well for us in the past. So again, we're kind of going with the red and white theme here. We're going to do some red and white petunias in this particular location. And then if you're over by the ticket office, we're going to have some red and white begonias. So it should get you into that big red spirit when you come to campus. Once we get the plants planted, we also will add a controlled release fertilizer that will extend throughout the season here, so that way we're not having to fertilize these plants frequently. And again, follow the label on that. There's a lot of different ones out there. And then finally, we'll add a couple inches of mulch. We don't want to mulch it heavy, just a light coating of mulch, and then water them as needed. So this first time we'll give it a good soaking. We'll just monitor it based on kind of the weather conditions. So again, you want to make sure you're not overwatering or underwatering. Giving it the screwdriver test occasionally to make sure the soil is at the right moisture is important. And then as we go through the season, we may have to add later in the year a little bit more fertilizer to kind of get us through into early fall, and depending on the length of the season, these annuals should really do their thing well into the first part of October.